Sonic Boom. Kind of the benefits of Sonic Boom are this. For those of you who have used our products from Corteva, you're familiar with Sonic herbicide. That's a sulfentrazone-based product. It's the other PPO chemistry out there. What we've basically done with this particular product is we've substituted out one of the actives and brought that metribuzin back into it. So we've got only 2 modes of action here, okay? But it fits that conventional market very well. Tillage market, I would not consider this a standalone burn down product. We know the sulfentrazone will give some activity, but we know flumioxazin is going to give you better burn down. That's why we have both products. You can easily mix in a glyphosate or a 2,4-D with this and get a real nice kill and a burn down, but you're just not going to have that other added benefit like we have with Kyber Pro. Okay? Naturally fits into that program approach very well. Long-lasting residual. For most folks, you're depending on the rate, pretty variable rate structure here, depending on soil type, pHs, things of that nature. But we have a wide range of window there from that. And also, too, liquid formulation. You're going to start to see us, we're trying to get more into liquid formulations just because of ease of handling, measuring, everything that we do from induction, et cetera. And just like Kyber Pro, that fits into that True Choice prepay program. So another added benefit there for savings here in 2025. 2 modes of action we talked about, sulfentrazone, metribuzin. Again, when you think about what we're going after here, we're usually going after broadleaf weeds. Probably maybe a weakness of this particular herbicide would be grass control. We're going to get good grass control early on, but when you start thinking about sulfentrazone and metribuzin, they're probably not as strong on some of our annual grasses as a Group 15 product. For those of you out there that you could easily add a Zidua, an Everprex, you could add some other esmetolachlors in there quite easily, and you could really bolster that very well just doing a quick tank mix. We say 4 to 6 weeks. I'm going to lean more for most of the use rates we're running. We're going to be running at 5 to 6 weeks. If you start getting on sands and some of those low soils, you're going to have to watch your rates just because of the challenges there with those soil types. That's going to get you down to about 4. And again, just having that flexibility. Again, just like we did with Kyber Pro, 2 modes of action, you'll see what we're trying to do here is overlap multiple modes of action on those hard to control weeds. That's how we build a good foundation for resistance management. If we're not doing that, hopefully you can look back in history and realize we have screwed things up years after years after years by doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome. It has not worked in 30 years, and it won't work in another 30 years. We've got to start doubling up these modes of actions and start thinking that pyramid approach. This is just a really good way to do that with these 2 modes of action. You can kind of see that in these pictures. Obviously, everybody's looking for that clean field. Heavy population here. On that particular picture there, looking at just a program approach here, looking at Sonic Boom, towards that upper end of the rate, followed by a glufosinate in list 1. We could easily have added in Inversa there and had a nice residual. This was just one of the treatments we had last year. Kind of summarizing that, again, same concept before. Again, if you like that more of a burn down, no-till cover crop scenario, hey, Kyber Pro's probably maybe what you're thinking. If you're more in a conventional till, or light, you have hardly any weed pressure, you might be thinking more Sonic Boom. But you still want to follow that up with that in-season multiple modes of action. Greg will talk to you about Inversa here in just a minute and layer that residual. That's how we're going to really think about effectively controlling weeds long term. Just like before, having that convenient liquid premix gives you a lot of flexibility when you're out applying, strong program there, residual activity, and just that tank mix flexibility. Those are some of the things that I think about with this product. Builds in a nice arsenal here, as Drake will talk to you a little bit more of our current products in our portfolio, but a real nice addition.